Hello and welcome to Paving the Way podcast. I'm Seth Amoa, also known as Essay. I'm here with Kenny Jean-Louis, Mr. KJL, and today we're here with two lovely ladies that I grew up with, and now they got their own business going. It's called the Ankamah Begum CPA, and we'll get more into it, all that, and why we decided to partner up with them. Anyways, without further ado, please give it up for Miss Amma Ankamah and Miss Nahid Begum.
Hey.
Thank you guys for accepting our invitation. I know a lot of people
for having us.
Yeah, I know a lot of people is gonna learn about your story, the business that you guys just started. So without further ado, Seth.
Yeah. So the first question I want to ask is, and I'm sure a lot of people want to know, what is Ankamah Begum CPA?
Yes, so Ankamah Begum CPA is an accounting firm that Nahid and I started. We do accounting, bookkeeping, and tax services for individuals, self-employed, and small to medium-sized businesses in the Montreal and greater area.
Oh, okay, well said. That's pretty good. So next question is, who decided to start this business? Was it both of you guys together? Who came up with what?
Like, where I can answer that. So basically, Amma and I, we went to college and university together. And, we always spoke about, starting our own business one day. And, I guess like we both got super busy with, just starting work as young professionals and trying to make it out there. And then the idea was always there, but it was never put into action. But until I think one day, it was before COVID, I believe, we went to brunch together and we're just talking about, how people kept asking us whether are we going to start a business or not, if we could help them with their financials and their bookkeeping and etc. And it goes for Amma too. I think her side too was the same thing. And then we're like, oh, you know what? How about we just start a business together? It is a lot scarier to start a business together than doing it alone. Yeah. So I thought that it just, it was a great idea. And the fact that, like me and Amma, we've known each other for the longest time, I think like 20 years and up. So like we know each other, we're comfortable with each other, we challenge each other. So it just made sense that, we come together and do something great and help people with their finance.
Oh, it's nice. But we all know that when you start a business, there's a lot of challenges. So can you guys talk a little bit about the challenges that you guys are facing or faced when you guys started?
Yes. Yeah, of course. I think one of the greatest challenges we had was with our name of the business. So basically when we started registering with Quebec, we had to choose a name. And we're like, what do we put? Do we put like, accounting something or, so I think we had like 3 different type of names. Honestly, I don't even want to say because they were so bad. And then we were talking to people and people are just like, why don't you just use your names? It just makes sense, And so that's how like the Ankamah and the Begum started. So I thought I was like, okay, so that is who we are and that is what we do. And we're CPA. So, let's just put it all together. And that's how it started. So that was one of the challenge we had.
I would say another challenge that we had was just actually starting to like start the business, just actually saying like, hey, let's actually get started and let's put in the work. Because it's like, well, we'll do it tomorrow. So it's like being motivated and pushing each other. And like finding the time also was a challenge in the beginning. And then because of COVID, we kind of got lucky and we're like, okay, we could do this. Let's like set a specific deadline and then let's achieve these goals. And we were able to do it.
I know. I think it was like since last March that we've been working every Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning. We got together, over Zoom or whatever. And and another challenge would be the fact that we had to do all this over the phone, like, not being able to meet and stuff. So obviously that was a challenge, but we made it work. And
it's going good, huh? It's funny how you say that, Amma, about the whole starting a business. Because even with Paving the Way, when Kenny brought it up, it was just like, we talked about it for how long, Kenny? I think 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
2 months, and Kenny just kept going, we should do it, but we just never did it, until Kenny had to actually come physically to my, my house and then start like, let's do this. And then we actually started. So yeah, that's for sure could be challenging. A question I have for whoever wants to answer this is there anyone you guys looked up to in starting this business who've done it before and that you guys were like, you know what, maybe they've done it? Someone that, you guys were
That's That's a very good question, because coming from our industry in accounting, we don't see a lot of women of color in our industry. So for us, we didn't really have much people to look up to. So for us, it was like, how do we find someone? How do we?
It's okay. It's okay. You got it. You got it. Keep going.
How do we? What's it called? No, that's not what I want to say.
Find somebody that you guys can look up to.
Yeah, how do we find someone that we could look up to? So there was no representation. So we kind of wanted to be the representation. We wanted to like kind of be not the first people, but like for other people in our community to see that they can also be accountants and not only just doctors and nurses. There's other industries as well that they can like go into.
Paving the way. Okay.
Yeah, that's nice. You guys talked about goals. You guys said you already achieved goal that you guys set, and you guys have also goals for, I guess, the future. Can you guys talk about the goals that you already achieved so far and your goal for the future?
Which you guys hope for, yeah.
In terms of business goals, I'm guessing, like our business. So, okay. So I think that like going back to your previous question about challenges, us was like, okay, going out there and finding clients, right? Because yes, we do have a lot of people that come to us and say that, oh, when are you starting your business and stuff? But then when we are actually there to offer our services, they're like, oh, we'll let you know, and that's okay. That's, that's what reality is, right? So I thought that was very challenging, but then, you know what? I feel like we got clients, and then people approached us. We did do some advertising in the beginning, and like we're like, oh, is it gonna really work or not? We went on Kijiji, we did it on Facebook, and we're just like, is it actually gonna work? But you know what? It did work, and I feel like that was a really good achievement. We did sign a few clients, and then we had the whole engagement letter done for them. So that was like a big achievement for us. It's like slowly but surely, it's coming along.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So wait, my thing I want to know is, you guys grew up together, right? Which neighborhood?
Park X.
Park X. Yeah. Just so that Kenny knows. In Park X, growing up, you guys said you were saying Alma before, there's not a lot of people, women of color, growing up in Park X, and especially what I want to touch on is just in general in your field, the CPA. I'm not too familiar with it in CPA. What are the biggest challenges in maybe not for you guys, but in the CPA world, I guess, coming out of it? Because for sure there'll be some people listening to this, like some basketball players or athletes that are doing their business in accounting or anything or whatever. Not the business, but they're in school to become maybe a CPA. What are the challenges that you guys face throughout that whole journey for each one of you? So I want to know Amma, and then I want to know Nahid's.
Okay, so I would say the challenges that I face going through the whole school and like work journey of becoming a CPA is that it's a lot of studying, a lot of hard work. There's a lot of things that goes behind the scene that a lot of people don't see. Like, yes, like you go to class and stuff, but you have to put in the work. It's not easy, but it's at the end of the day, it's really worth it. What like comes up at the end, like being able to have a designation, being able to have a good salary, and being able to like be financially literate. I find it's one of like the greatest things about like continuing your education and doing the CPA program.
Okay. Nahid?
I also take a lot of pride in doing my CPA and getting my designation and stuff, because I'm not gonna lie, in our community, not everyone knows what a CPA is, and even now when you just go talk to people at a grocery store and people ask you, what do you do? And you say CPA, they don't really know. You have to like really say it, chartered professional accountant, And so imagine that, but like in our community, like or parents, like older people don't know what it is. So like for me, it was a big challenge, because I know I was doing something really good, other than just going into engineering or a law or like, being a doctor, right? So I knew I was doing good, but like it wasn't necessarily good for the others, because they don't know what that is. They don't know what the CPA designation actually is. So for them, it's just like, oh, she's just going to school, she's doing something, but we don't really know what she's doing. Right. And then I feel like that is slowly, like the whole notion of like not people knowing that is like slowly going away, because like now I actually feel that my parents know what it is because I've done it. So imagine, a lot more people in our community doing the same thing instead of choosing the typical law school, going to law or doing doctorate, they actually go into CPA. So I feel like that way they'll bring in more recognition of in this field and really see what it is, and it's actually something to be really proud of. Being a CPA, it is something to be
What advice would you give someone who's about to start their CPA? Because I know a couple of friends who started the CPA and then they were shocked by the amount of work that you guys have to, I guess, complete. And I know a few, I guess, quit along the way. So so what's the advice would you give someone who's about to start their CPA?
I would say the advice is to find a friend, like, to help you. Like, I think that's what helped me, and I think it helped you too, because like when you have a friend that's there and like also kind of doing the same thing, like you guys could keep each other motivated and like not to give up. Don't give up. I had moments where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is too much. Like I had mental breakdowns, but I'm like, I have to keep going. Like, this is what I want to do. And like now, like thinking back, I'm like, it wasn't so bad. Like when you think back on it, it's like, it's not so bad. But like when you're in the moment, it's like you're stressed. You're like, I can't do this. It's too hard. But like sometimes you just have to take a step back and be like, okay, relax. You can do this, and like kind of motivate yourself and like pull yourself up and be like, I can do this. This is what I want, and just like think long term.
Yeah. Did you know while you're doing your CPA that you would want to start a business one day? Or were you like, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna finish this and then just go find a job? Did you? Find a job at the same time start a business? Did you know you want to start a business at some point?
Yes, we always knew. I always knew ever since university. Like I wanted to start a business, but I knew that I had to also take this route, right? Like acquire experience and like have enough knowledge and like because coming straight off university, you can't just start a business. You need to be in the world and like face all these challenges that that may come up and be able to like see a lot of things for then you to start your business. And I think that was really important, and we knew that. And like I was in audit, and I literally worked like 75 hours a week, and I did that 4 years straight. And obviously that really pushed me into not doing audit anymore, because I do not want to work that that many hours. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind working that much hour, but then like doing it for yourself is much better than doing it for someone else, right? That's what like really pushed me into like, let's do this. Let's get into something that I'm actually gonna do it for myself and like enjoy doing it.
Okay. Where do you see your company in 5 years?
Well, that's a very good question. I think what I would say to that is that we're going to be helping the community a lot, people in the community. We're going to like, I guess, help individuals with their taxes and help them like be better prepared for like taking the next step into their life, whether they want to start a business, or they just want to like be well versed in financially when it comes to like preparing their taxes or just saving money. I think.
Well, in 5 years from now, like other than like helping other people and stuff, like I think it's more like where we want to be too, right? Because that's important, right? Where we want to be, and eventually would like to just have our own business, and that to be our own main focus. Because currently we are working as part-time and also have our current full-time job. So eventually in 5 years, we would want to do this full-time, so that we can have more people on and like sign with us, and then so we can just fully focus on our business.
Okay. So do you guys give consultations to people, to anyone that wants to know how to? Yeah.
Sorry?
Oh, sorry. I said you guys give consultations to people and if in case they want to grow their business or in that sense in the beginning of how to start.
Yeah, so we do offer a free consultation to people. So we're here to help people. So if they have any questions on how to start their business or like just tax advice here and there to a certain extent, because obviously after a while, like we have to do research as well and like provide the best available information. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a lot of competition, or you guys feel like you guys are the first one to, I guess, start that CPA company in Montreal?
No, there's a lot of competition. It's not a very it's a very easy industry to get in because there's not a lot of capital required, but there is a lot of companies that offer the same services.
So what separates? Why would you want someone to sign up with Ankamah Begum CPA and not go with the Tremblay et Jean-Pierre?
That's a very good question. I would say that what our main focus is, and the reason why we started, is that we saw a lot of people that are in the business started their business, but they have a hard time keeping up with their accounting. For them, it's like they got into business to do their business, but then they're not able to do it. They're not able to focus on their passion because they have to keep up with their accounting. And a lot of people, they dread doing their accounting. So we're there to be like, okay, we're going to focus on your accounting while you focus on your business. What you do, what you like to do, and then we'll take care of the accounting. We'll look at your numbers. We'll do the analysis for you. We'll see where you're at and how to help you improve and like take you to the next step. We're there to like help our clients grow.
Okay.
And maybe I would like to emphasize on the fact that Amma and I, we know each other for like so many years, and the fact that our business itself is like, it's with a good foundation, right? Like we make the work bearable, we enjoy what we're doing. And if we have a really good business foundation, we're able to serve our clients better. And I feel like not a lot of people do have that, right? So like some people get together and they're just two individuals, starting a business together. But like me and her, we have a history together. We've like we're able to like communicate with each other and stuff, and then it's not a typical 9-to-5 job for us. We get to see each other, we have fun, and then we're doing the work too at the same time. Just to all to say that, like our effort is translated into the work we do, which ultimately serves the clients much better, right?
That's what's up. Okay. Kenny?
Can you guys, I don't know if you guys want to talk about it or not, but the fee is like if you want to use you guys go in your company, what would be the fees?
So depending on the services, so it depends on the services. So right now we do like offer tax services. So for students, we're charging $30 to do their tax returns, and then for individuals that are employed, it's $40, and then it goes up with that if you're self-employed, and if you have a corporation, if you're incorporated, it goes up. And then there's also different fees for bookkeeping and for bookkeeping. So it depends on what kind of services. So we kind of like assess your company and then give you a quote.
Yeah, exactly. Like how many transactions might the company have? How many people do you have on payroll? Like what kind of filings do you need? So it's a really case-based scenario too.
Okay. Now, I'm sure what a lot of people are wondering is, why did you guys decide to partner up with us? Why? Yeah.
Very good question. Well, I would like to say that because we like what you guys are doing. You guys are like first movers in Quebec to like, be doing something in your industry, creating a podcast and like giving people the opportunity to come on and showcase their experiences. And like we think that that's like really a dope idea, and that like I think that it was needed and people are really interested in that.
Yeah, and I feel like with the stories you guys been broadcasting, telling people's stories, challenges, and you guys are promoting growth and like, telling people to seize opportunity and stuff. And that's something that like we can relate to. And I feel like they just made sense for us to partner. Like we want to be able to like partner with people we can relate with, right?
We are a basketball podcast, so I have to ask a basketball question. Like, but have you guys played, basketball, or you guys watch basketball? Like, what you?
We did. It's funny. It goes back to when we were, I think, 12 years old, right? At elementary school in St. Clair, where we were actually on a basketball team, and we went to Sun Youth, and we had a tournament. Unfortunately, I think we lost.
Yeah.
Right. And that's when our basketball career ended. To be honest.
And I played a little bit in high school, but it was just probably for like 1 year, and that was it.
So yeah, one of the reasons why me and Kenny wanted to partner up with you guys was because, like you said, you guys are, like I said, there's not a lot of people, women of color, especially in your industry, right? So to us, was you guys are actually one that made like probably not newer, but a stepping stone for the generations to come. And that's what we were like, you know what, this is something like me and Kenya are doing with this podcast, right? And now there's a lot of other podcasts about basketball. So we're just, especially you guys help businesses, like we're trying to help individuals with grow, blah, blah. So, and for sure, there's a lot of people listen to our podcast also that want to start businesses that just don't know how to, right? And they don't know where to start or where to go or what to do, theing, right? So having us and having you guys together, I feel like it's a perfect team to help anybody that wants to come on and do what they want to do on their side. So that's the reason why I want to start with you guys. So we definitely appreciate you guys. And Kenny.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, Kenny. So you have any question? Anything else?
No, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm gonna, for sure, a lot of people is gonna learn about what you guys just said, and hopefully after when we're gonna drop that interview, you guys are gonna receive a lot of call. We wanna.
I hope so.
Yeah. So you guys have anything else you guys want to add about your business? Anything that you guys like to say? Last things.
Well, you can reach us on Instagram, Facebook, on our website, and I'm guessing you guys will be dropping the links.
Yeah, we'll be dropping the links. So we're dropping a lot of posts too about you guys on our page. Like we said, we're partners now. So yeah, let's get everything out there. All right. So thank you guys for being on here. Thank you, Amma. Thank you, Nahid. You know, hopefully your business grows like our business will grow. And yeah, so to anyone, good. Yeah. So to anyone listening, please don't forget to subscribe. Once again, I'm Seth Amoa, aka SA. I'm here with Kenny Jean-Louis, Mr. KJL, and stay tuned for our next episode.